that specialized in brute force over the years. Perhaps no one better personified this than Rodney Anawai, nephew to the Wild Samoans, better known to the WWE Universe as the mighty Yokozuna. The family's first world heavyweight champion, Yokozuna arrived to WWE in the fall of 1992. An imposing behemoth, to say the least, Yokozuna would make an immediate statement, winning the 1993 Royal Rumble just a few months after his debut. This victory would grant him a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania 9, where he took on Bret the Hitman Hart. This meteoric rise to the top was only a hint of the dominance Yokozuna would have on WWE for the next year. 2 WWE championships, a WWE Tag Team Championship, victory over the era's titans like Bret Hart, Undertaker, Lex Luger, and Hulk Hogan.
Yokozuna is my middle name. I'm named after my uncle. I carry it with like so much pride and weight on my shoulders just because of like what he's done for this business and like who he is as a person too. It's a cool middle name to have, man. I represent it with the pride, man, that I have. Hopefully, man, I'm making him proud by doing that.
The manner in which Yokozuna melded incredible size with unspeakable agility shocked the WWE Universe, who to that point were used to their monsters hitting hard but moving slow. Yokozuna broke the mold, punishing opponents with super kicks, uranagis, leg drops, and of course, his devastating Banzai drop. A maneuver so effective that once it had connected, nobody kicked out of it. Nobody.
Rodney was a very unique talent. I think the way he was able to handle all the pressure, it was kind of parallel to how he was in the ring. For someone to be so big and to be so nimble, you just don't see that very often. Rodney was one of those first solo guys, singles competitor guys that was able to go out there and really just make waves, make a big splash. I mean, pun intended, I guess. You know, that fool jumped in a pool, he'd knock out all the water, and that's the way it felt sometimes. He would go into those arenas and just suck in all the energy and be able to give it back. So when I look at Rodney, I see someone very similar to me, someone who understands the top, the very, very top of the game, the top position, and everything that goes along with it.
In a career filled with so many highlight reel moments, perhaps nothing stands out more than when Yokozuna faced and defeated the so-called immortal Hulk Hogan at the first King of the Ring event in 1993. Looking to humiliate Hogan after the Hulkster stole Yokozuna's WWE Championship only 2 minutes after Yokozuna defeated Bret Hart for the title months earlier at WrestleMania 9, Yokozuna entered the ring totally focused on the task at hand. And on that night, he not only got revenge, but his victory would send Hogan packing from WWE for nearly 9 years.
Hulk Hogan is finished.
Many felt that Yokozuna had indeed killed Hulkamania. Now you get to possess the power of the mighty Yokozuna and deal out punishment to Hulk Hogan to walk out of the King of the Ring, a 2-time WWE champion. Showcase the ability and the agility that made Yokozuna a Hall of Fame performer and take Hulkamania down. Banzai.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an event of international magnitude. Photographers from around the world as they are documenting Yokozuna's every move. One thing, Corey, he's 550 pounds, bigger than he's ever been.
And I understand Hulk Hogan trimmed down so he can have more speed, more endurance. But I'll tell you something, Hogan's got to take him out early.
This is going to answer a lot of unanswered questions from WrestleMania 9.
A lot of pressure on the president of WWE for what he did. But this is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan. Let the winner be the winner.
One thing's for sure, Hogan will be quicker. He will be faster than he's ever been in any previous title defense.
Well, this is going to be interesting because he's wrestling a fresh Yokozuna this time. Not a man who's already wrestled a 15-minute match with Bret the Hitman Hart.
Oh, Hogan and Yokozuna's last match lasted less than 30 seconds when Hogan won the title at WrestleMania.
Well, I can tell you, this match will go much longer. Yokozuna will not be caught by surprise this time.
Listen to this. What a phenomenal ovation for the WWE Champion. His opponent, coming down the aisle with his man, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, from Venice Beach, California, weighing in 302 pounds, the WWE Champion, Hulk Hogan. You can feel this facility shake, literally moving. The rafters shaking with the ovation of the WWE Champion Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan thrives on these people. He thrives on the Hulksters, the little Hulksters. This is what keeps this man going.
Hulk Hogan's relying on the fans. He wants to hear them cheer. He wants to draw strength from them. But Yokozuna's focused. He has not taken his eyes off Hulk Hogan. He is ready, believe me.
The Hulkster ready for war, and you can bet, ladies and gentlemen, it will be warfare here.
Well, he's been saying for weeks that he is going to be the first man to slam Yokozuna.
Oh, nobody slams Yokozuna.
Well, we'll see. Hulk Hogan wanted to prove it was not a fluke that he beat Yokozuna. And now, we're going to find out if it was a fluke or not.
You win this title, you are a top name in this industry.
Michael Cole alongside Byron Saxton and Corey Graves, emanating from King of the Ring, 1993. Yokozuna is fuming over his embarrassing WrestleMania loss to Hulk Hogan. Now, Yokozuna has got to reclaim the WWE Championship and wipe Hulkamania off the map.
Indeed, the last time these two shared a ring, it was disastrous for Yokozuna. Mr. Fuji issued a challenge to Hogan on behalf of his client. And 22 seconds later, Hogan was the new WWE Champion.
But that night was mired in controversy as Yokozuna had just been to battle with Bret.
From the middle rope, oh, a splash. Completely flattened, and that should do it. That has to do it. Splash! What impact! Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace. This is an event of international magnitude. Byron, photographers from around the world, including a large contingent from Japan, are documenting Yokozuna's every move.
A lot of pressure on the former champion. There is no way Mr. Fuji and Yokozuna can return to Japan and lose face.
And the Hulkster may have some self-imposed pressure. He not only wants to win, he stated that he wants to pick up the 550-pound Yokozuna and slam the Giant's carcass through the ring.
We know the sold-out crowd here in Dayton is firmly behind the Hulkster. Hogan is relying on the fans. He wants to hear them cheer. He wants to draw strength from all of them.
But Yokozuna is completely focused for the title and the glory.
No, the champ holds on.
He just won't give up. Yokozuna turning his attention to the WWE Universe now.
What a count!
Some folks thought Bret Hart should have this rematch against Hogan, but
says this one's over.
The challenger might have what it takes to win this. 2. And Yokozuna is once again champion.
I can't believe it.
We have the official word. Yokozuna is indeed the new WWE champion. We may have just witnessed the end.
65 pounds, Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
Fair warning, this one may not be too pretty, guys.
You talk about rugged individuals. These are two tag teams that can really bring the fight to anyone that steps in their path.
Yeah, there is about to be a seismic collision in the ring.
This match means so much to the Steiners and to the Head Shrinkers.
Well, the whole world is focusing on WrestleMania 9, and the last thing you want to do is come up on the short end.
Pride is on the line, and as is a stake to the claim of being the toughest team in all of WWE.
The Steiner brothers getting a tremendous ovation here in their first WrestleMania, and we'll see if they can carry on Michigan's winning ways.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 531 pounds, Rick and Scott,
The
the Steiner Brothers.
Steiner brothers are one of the most promising tag teams we've ever seen in WWE.
But Samu and Fatu are looking to stomp out any of that promise right here at WrestleMania.
WrestleMania 9 rolling on with a potential show-stealing match, guys. Two very hungry tag teams facing off.
Indeed, Michael, the Head Shrinkers and Steiner brothers are both new to the tag division in WWE, but both teams are off to an amazing start so far.
You have to imagine whichever team wins this high-profile fight becomes an instant top contender for the Tag Team Championship. And with two teams this physical on such a big stage, it is indeed going to be a fight.
The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE, but they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE. You know that has to serve as motivation for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
Placed against the turnbuckles. Wicked clothesline. All the way. What impact. Did you guys feel the rumble from that impact? Oh. WrestleMania 9 shaping up to be a big night in the tag division, guys.
Indeed it is, Michael. Two great young teams competing now. And later tonight, none other than Hulk Hogan will lead the Mega Maniacs against Money Inc. for the tag team titles.
Oddsmakers in Nevada have the smart money on Hulk Hogan leaving Vegas with the gold tonight.
I've seen Samu and Fatu headbutt each other during matches. If they do that to their own flesh and blood, who knows what they'll do to the Steiners?
It's just a byproduct of the brutal take-no-prisoners offense of the Head Shrinkers, Byron. These guys will bite, scratch, and claw their way to a win.
Nice takedown. Stack them up.
Oh, turn the pin around.
Turn it around here.
A kick out before three.
You have to think this battle is starting to weigh down on him. Clothesline.
The Head Shrinkers accompanied to ringside by Alpha, but he's not the only tag team legend serving in a managerial role tonight.
That's right, Michael. Just like Alpha, Mr. Fuji earned many WWE tag titles as a wrestler. But now, he's looking to lead Yokozuna to the WWE Championship.
And looking at all the top young talent in this ring, I see many other main event stars of the future that could follow the lineage of Yoko.
Able to make the tag.
And boy, was it needed.
Samu dishing it out now.
Seeing some high-impact offense from Samu and Fatu thus far.
I'm not sure the Head Shrinkers are even going for the victory. They just want to destroy the Steiners.
Oh, what a headbutt. Just breaking down the opponent. The whole world is focused on WrestleMania 9 tonight. The last thing you want to do is come out on the wrong side of a match like this.
That's right. And a big win at WrestleMania means a big boost in the tag division and a substantial winner's purse.
I don't think the Head Shrinkers concern themselves much with the financial matters, Saxton, but they are dead set on proving they're the toughest dudes around.
He makes the tag here.
Uh-oh. The old leg toss. It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just got to toss another person and make a statement. I don't care how much you train. You can't prepare for a commercial airliner to come crashing down on you like that.
Ooh, what a jumping headbutt. Into the cutter, looking for the win.
He narrowly avoids the count.
The end was in sight.
Shoulder tackle.
Vice-like grip on the trapezius muscle. This is terribly painful. Grabs the leg.
On the leg toss. The steady stream of moves taking out Steiner.
The Head Shrinkers smartly keeping themselves out of the grasp of Rick and Scott Steiner.
There is a method to the madness of the Head Shrinkers.
Just like that, Rick finds a counter.
Rocked with the point of the elbow.
Look at this. He just tossed the leg.
Jumping headbutt. This could be it. This could be the end. Forces the shoulder up after two.
He just won't give up. Oh, headbutt.
Smothering offense now from Fatu.
Steiner's being kept in check.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Beautiful dive. There we go. He thinks this is it.
Up there, this was almost over. The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side.
Power slam. Good night. Steiner looking unable to get a leg up in this match.
And I don't think anything can stop Fatu now.
Samu wears the shoulders down. This could be it. A defiant kick out after one.
There is no quit in this man tonight.
Snapmare.
And Steiner is firing up the crowd here. He is looking to do some serious harm.
Dominating shoulder tackles. What impact.
Running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
And his stamina's going to drain fast, taking shots to the torso like this.
Nobody home. What an impact.
DDT.
And Samu's composure being shaken with that attack. Bang! He finds a counter. Oh, what a kick.
jumping headbutt. Oh, man.
Oh, unloading a big kick to the back.
Tagged in here.
Caught that and reversed it.
A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework.
And into the turnbuckle he goes.
Tags into the match. Tag. Wicked clothesline.
Into the collar for the win.
How did he get the shoulder up?
How in the world? He quickly gets out of dodge. What a move. Oh, my God. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at this raw power.
Gut-wrench suplex. That puts a stop to Steiner.
Sent to the corner.
Wicked clothesline. This is it. He could put him away right here. No, he gets the shoulder up.
Really had less than a second to stay alive there.
The lariat. And pop two into the pan for the win. No. Kick out, kick out.
Holy moly, how?
Boom.
Hammering down on the knee.
Deep into the match, this could end it.
Shoulder up.
Almost inhuman at this point.
What a clothesline. Ouch.
Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing.
Oh, my gosh, what impact. Right to the knee. Now attempts the cover.
Can he keep him down?
Kicks out.
I didn't think we'd see a kick out there.
Oh, complete deadlift. This is incredible. Gut-wrench suplex. Batu, hoping that this is the end. He powered out at two. I can't believe it.
This match is getting pushed beyond the normal limits.
Getting him right into the corner.
And the body continues to be the focus of the offense.
It's a great way to slow down and debilitate your opponent.
The head shrinkers and the Steiners are engaged in an epic battle.
Both teams making the Roman gladiators proud.
Man, what a hit.
Batu took some crucial damage there.
Rick Steiner wielding his power with expert know-how. Pulled back into the hip toss.
Steiner gets out of there.
Clothesline.
Gets out of the way of that one.
Two finds the advantage.
Just muscling up their opponent into the gut wrench.
Looking to end this once and for all.
Got it. No, just a two.
he's just one final blow away from not kicking out next time. Ooh, bullseye. Down with force. Tag made. Fresh partner in.
Makes the tag.
Power slam. It looks like he could get it done here. Oh, kick out.
I thought for sure he was done.
Getting placed in the corner here. And he turned it around.
We're seeing one response after another. Neither superstar gaining a foothold. Nasty kick to the face.
Fatu hoping that this is the end. And the head shrinkers get the win.
Here are your winners. Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
And what a huge win for the head shrinkers tonight.
Samu and Fatu making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring is the challenger from the South Pacific, weighing in at 275 pounds, Rocky Maivia.
A blue chip talent with a bright future.
On his way to defend the Intercontinental Championship, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
His opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Helmsley is scheduled to face another challenger at an upcoming show this Sunday. And he's taking the risk, stepping in here against a newcomer, Rocky Maivia.
Well, you can consider it risky, you can consider it overconfident, but any way you look at it, it's a dangerous move by Helmsley to take on an athlete who has been on a real roll. Rocky Maivia has been successful thus far in WWE, and Rocky is focused. Rocky is only thinking about tonight.
Saxton, just curious, have you ever exercised your right to remain silent? I am tired of all this talk about Rocky Maivia. Yeah, he's been on a roll, but it could all come to a screeching halt tonight at the hands of Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Undoubtedly the top title in this. The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance. Tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the young challenger, Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third-generation up-and-comer would love nothing more than to grab his first championship tonight and send a message to the WWE that Rocky Maivia has arrived.
But Hunter Hearst Helmsley will do everything in his considerable power to stop that from happening. And as far as Helmsley is concerned, Maivia is barely even worth his time. Intercontinental Championship at stake right here in middle row.
Oh, man!
Placed him in the corner here. Wicked clothesline. Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. Maivia dishing it out now.
Maivia keeps bringing the energy, and Helmsley has no answer.
And conspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who knows if he might show up?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just another thing Maivia needs to worry about.
Rocky has bigger problems in the ring, gentlemen. Biggest match he's ever had. Live, worldwide television. He's got to have a stomach full of butterflies.
What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Well, the champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense. No time for graceful bows and upper-class taunting. Just beat Rocky down. Carefully measured knee drop.
And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia. Those that have been privileged enough to see Rocky Johnson in action will appreciate Rocky Maivia because he's a chip off the old block.
Notwithstanding as well, the genes of his grandfather, the incomparable Peter Maivia. Chief Maivia.
Oh, boy, they don't come any tougher than Peter Maivia.
Helmsley has the momentum against him here.
The power of Rocky Maivia
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash.
Someone knows that if they want to hold gold at the end of the night, they have to pull out all the stops. Up and... Oh, God.
Can the champ recover from that?
Going for the cover.
Here is your winner, and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
Congratulations to Rocky Maivia on his first ever title win.
Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds,
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
his opponent, from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds,
Steele had better keep an eye on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawler.
Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
Maivia carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steele.
We'll see which prevails tonight.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking out George the Animal Steele in a steel cage match. And a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain that. When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steele often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitor, no matter the difficulty.
Ooh, elbow strike.
Knee. Lights out.
Momentum is all with Maivia now.
And you can see Steele is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief.
The High Chief just refusing to be intimidated.
The animal has no idea what to make of Maivia.
The animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief better be prepared for Steel to get even crazier.
Oh, Maivia is prepared, all right. The man is extremely tough and agile. In fact, the High Chief's entire body can be considered a weapon.
You cannot waste any time when you start the climb. Trying to escape the cage!
Taking it nice and steady, trying to make it to the top.
He's sent back to the mat in a heap.
I don't think that's what he had planned.
George Animal Steel is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the animal.
But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief, Peter Maivia. When you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match, even with the steel cage stipulation.
The top of the cage is so close, yet so far.
He puts him into the corner. Caught with the elbow.
Lights out. Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
The High Chief, Peter Maivia, really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification.
Cover here. Is it enough? Gets the shoulder. Wow. What's it going to take?
This isn't even close to over.
Went for something, but got a stiff elbow in the head instead.
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how does he earn the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anawahi family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the
George is tied up here. Ooh, that might have just broken something.
and George is laid out.
Not even a 2 count. What unbelievable power.
You gotta be kidding me. What just happened? I don't know, but I think it just blew the roof off this arena.
And it may just take going to the well one more time with that maneuver to gain the pinfall.
And George Steele has the High Chief.
Hold on a second. He might be finding a submission hold here. Long is cinched in tight. Right where able to punch his way out. Uh-oh.
Turning the tables. George Animal Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost a match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steele's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly, or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
Well, Maivia is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready for what the animal will throw at him, even inside a cage.
Jarring impact.
Oh, that'll send a shot down.
He's covering him. He's got him.
And the High Chief defeats the animal.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him...
Nia Jax, the reigning queen of the ring, is a reckoning. A force of nature that blitzes right through her competition. A cousin of The Rock. Nia Jax arrived in NXT almost 10 years ago with astronomical expectations. Undaunted, Nia Jax would dominate early opponents, finding herself competing for the NXT Women's Championship mere months after her debut. It did not take long for those running Raw and SmackDown to take notice.
Well, our next pick, Nia Jax.
And Nia Jax would join the Raw roster as part of the 2016 draft lottery. And since joining the main roster, absolutely no one has been safe from Nia Jax. She is a two-time women's champion. She is a two-time women's tag team champion. She competed in the men's Royal Rumble match in 2019, even getting an elimination while in the ring.
Nia Jax looking to eliminate. She does.
She's battled standouts like Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. And all the while, she has left undeniable destruction in her wake. In the ring, she applies many of the same tactics that once benefited Yokozuna, even using her own version of the Bonsai Drop, known as the Annihilator. And just like its namesake, if it connects, your night is over. And Nia Jax remains driven for even more success, jumping at any opportunity to prove her dominance. This last year, that included entering into the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament after earning victories over Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Nia Jax would fight her way into the finals, taking on former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria built a lot of momentum, defeating Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky to punch her ticket into the final at the Queen and King of the Ring. With an obvious game plan, Lyra would look to stick and move, avoiding the colossal attacks of her opponent. Unfortunately, as often happens when competing against Nia Jax, Lyra made one miscalculation, and that error in judgment provided Nia Jax with the opening she needed to annihilate her competition. This is your opportunity to crown the first queen in Bloodline history. Make Lyra suffer. Make her regret ever entering your ring. Showcase the otherworldly power that forces an entire roster to cower in your presence. Because when you're an irresistible force like Nia Jax, resistance is futile.
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring Finals.
The following is the final match in the Queen of the Ring Tournament. Introducing first, from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
I cannot wait to witness what unfolds here. The irresistible force has been on a tear recently.
And Nia believes the crown already belongs to her. Will Jax's menacing presence and sheer power be too much for Valkyria to overcome? Or can Lyra write a happy ever after ending to her Cinderella story?
Lyra Valkyria fancies herself a Morgan, which is an Irish goddess of war. As they were on the battlefield, they used to take the shape of ravens to fly around and decide who would live and who would die. That is what Lyra Valkyria is bringing to the ring here tonight.
And her opponent, from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria may have read a little too much fantasy in her day, and now is reality. Lyra Valkyria is about to go toe-to-toe with a real-life, fire-breathing dragon in the form of Nia Jax. Nia Jax, who's in the best physical condition of her career, tonight will make someone. Will it be Lyra? Will it be Nia? We'll find out in a matter of moments.
And guys, you win the crown. Guess what waits for you in August.
A date with the champion of your respective brand at SummerSlam.
And there will be a coronation taking place tonight as Nia Jax and Lyra Valkyria face off in the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament.
The irresistible force has been on a tear recently, and Nia believes the crown already belongs to her.
As for Lyra, this is the biggest match of her career. Remember, she was still on the NXT roster just a few weeks ago, and now she has a chance to make history.
Neither Nia nor Lyra looking to back down in this match, both knowing all that's at stake here.
In the corner now, she doesn't want to stay there. Oh, what a splash!
Man, oh man.
All that size and momentum landing with a sickening thud.
Very effective.
Corey, what do you think is going to be the key in this match for Nia Jax? She certainly made plenty of promises when it comes to being Queen of the Ring.
What Nia brings to the dance, Cole, is raw power, the likes of which you rarely see from most men, let alone women. Nia has absolutely no problem using that power, and the same goes for her throwing her weight around in the ring. Lyra Valkyria might just learn that the hard way tonight.
It's disrespectful.
But I guarantee they're going to take great umbrage with that offense.
And Lyra is brought to a disadvantage now.
And the irresistible force is really keeping Valkyria grounded here.
All the way up. And down. Powerbomb. Can Lyra Valkyria survive this?
She's out of the ring. The referee's count will begin soon.
Some intimidation tactics from Nia Jax.
Talk about dismantling your opponent. Momentum clearly on the side of Nia Jax.
Yeah, Nia is just buzzing right through Lyra here.
She better get back in the ring. Not much time left. She's back in the ring.
Gets driven into the corner.
Vicious attack.
Lion. Axe handle from the middle rope.
Lyra shoulders her down. This one's for the win. And she got it. Nia Jax is Queen of the Ring.
Here is your winner, and the new Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax.
That was incredible.
Nia Jax is the Queen of the Ring. Quite an emotional moment for Jax, who returned to WWE just 8 months ago.
Jax was away from WWE for quite some time. She did some serious soul searching, but she found herself. She found her footing, and now Nia Jax has found the Queen of the...
Guys, man, many WWE superstars say they will do whatever it takes in order to achieve success. Quite often, it's a bunch of BS. But if you're lucky, you may run into someone who is willing to look out for the group. Someone willing to make sacrifices And for this family, there was no one better than Rikishi. After the Head Shrinkers run in WWE came to an end, Rikishi, then known as Fatu, would go on a journey of self-discovery. This journey would lead to him taking on the name Rikishi, a subtle nod to his cousin Yokozuna, as well as an opportunity to start fresh with a global audience.
Well, my dad, you know, when he became the Rikishi character, when you think about Samoan wrestlers, right, or mean, or aggressive, he made it like his own flavor, right? You know, he had the blonde hair, still carried the aggressiveness, but I think he just wanted to add like a little flavor to it. It became even more popular to our culture.
Rikishi blitzed WWE from the jump, devastating opponents with new tricks and winning people over with his fat-ass dance moves.
That Rikishi is fat, all right. P-H-A-T.
And with this wave of newfound momentum came even more success, with Rikishi capturing the WWE Intercontinental Championship and displaying incredible athleticism in iconic moments like when he dove off the top of the steel cage. The year 2000 belonged to Rikishi. But little did anyone know, Rikishi held a dark secret regarding a decision he'd made not for his own benefit, but for the benefit of the family. It was at the 1999 Survivor Series that Stone Cold Steve Austin was hit by a car in the arena parking lot, forcing him from the main event later that night for the WWE Championship. For nearly a year, all of WWE was consumed with figuring out who was driving that damn car and why Austin was targeted in the first place. The verdict came in. The car was driven by Rikishi. Rikishi would stand strong.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. I didn't do it for me. I did it for The Rock.
What?
Rikishi would lay out a years-long gripe that WWE preferred Steve Austin to The Rock, and so Rikishi had made sure that The Rock's only competition had been removed from the picture. Rikishi sacrificed his own popularity to reach this goal. The Rock thrived while Austin was on the shelf. For Rikishi, the struggle and fall was all worth it. Rikishi knew that he would eventually have to face off with the Texas Rattlesnake to answer for his sins, and he welcomed that meeting with open arms. What Rikishi was unprepared for was for WWE to stack the deck entirely, looking to make Rikishi pay for taking out their golden goose. Stone Cold Steve Austin was allowed to drive his truck directly to the ring and was generally given the freedom to do whatever the hell he wanted in the name of revenge. We are going to make things right. This time, when Rikishi and Stone Cold Steve Austin lock horns, there will be no stacking of the deck. Someone willing to give of himself so that his family, this family, can succeed, deserves better. So get in there and showcase the never say die spirit that has led this family to victory time and time and time and time and time and time again. Use whatever weapon you can get your hands on and prove to Stone Cold Steve Austin that you will do anything for the people.
Is it legal to not show up? Rikishi has brutalized Austin lately.
Austin will be here, Byron. I just refuse to think anything else.
Weighing in at
We have learned more about Rikishi in the last couple of weeks than we knew about him his entire career here in WWE. He said he ran over Austin not for himself, but for The Rock.
Right, and now he's coming out here, and I guess if Austin doesn't show up, the general manager is going to have to come out here and declare this is a forfeit, and Rikishi's going to win it. This man makes me sick. Is he here?
Well, there's the Rattlesnakes music.
He's here. Austin's here.
Stone Cold Steve Austin came here with no fear, no hesitation, just revenge.
His opponent, from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve
Austin fought for his life to make it back here, to make Rikishi pay.
Now there is no way Rikishi can escape the Texas Rattlesnake.
It's been almost a year since Austin competed in the ring. Austin is a man possessed. Rikishi feels good about running over Austin and said he'd do it again. That man is sick.
Well, Rikishi made two mistakes. One, trying to end Austin's life. And two, not being man enough to finish the job.
Austin's going to absolutely tee off on Rikishi.
This one is going to get ugly in a hurry. It's a miracle Austin survived being run over by Rikishi. Now pissed off, Texas Rattlesnake is on the loose and out for revenge.
It took Austin almost a year to recover from the injuries he suffered in that heinous attack. You can't blame Austin for the damage he inflicts on Rikishi tonight.
Byron, a lesser man wouldn't have survived. Stone Cold promised that Rikishi's days of walking above ground are over. This is no holds barred. And looking at my monitor, it just makes me sick to my stomach. From the middle rope. Oh, a splash. And that has to knock all the wind out of you.
Put into the corner. What could be next? Running hip attack. What impact?
Big hip attack.
And though The Rock wants nothing to do with this altercation, we have to mention the sadness Rikishi has brought to him.
Rock might be innocent in this whole ordeal, but I feel that somewhere inside his soul, The Rock is happy with what Rikishi hit that with everything and following it with the pin.
Forces the shoulder up after two.
A long 2.5 in the waning moments of this match. Oh, what a clothesline.
Anything Austin is trying is being suppressed.
Rikishi with an onslaught here against Austin. Dare I say, Stone Cold could be in trouble.
According to Rikishi trying to pick up the win. No, stops the count at two.
Somehow, some way, he is still in this.
And Byron, I just cannot see any legitimate reason. Going for the pin for the win. Shoulder shoots up before two.
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank.
Rikishi is picking the competition apart.
No one holding Rikishi's family down now, taking out all those years of frustration on Austin here.
Looking for something, anything under the ring.
That is an absolutely terrifying looking shuffle. Nothing golden about it.
Big-time power slam.
We've talked so much about motives leading into this match. In my view, Rikishi's are delusional. His family.
Scooped up. Here it comes.
Rikishi's right. Oh no, he just got busted wide open.
The official needs to take a look at that.
2 count. Oh, kicks out, kicks out.
Austin somehow kicked out. I cannot believe the beating he's been able to to endure.
What's the tally on how many times we thought this match was coming to an end? I can't count anymore. Ooh, he fends that off.
And Rikishi evades that.
Any elbow has been taken from Austin.
Austin's having trouble assessing the situation.
Right outside. What's he got planned here? Looking to explore things ringside now, and now heading back inside the ring. Wow. Boom, right in the button. And Austin gets stopped in his tracks. Now Rikishi has the firm upper hand.
Yeah, Rikishi isn't giving any quarter. Just macerating the opposition with those steps.
Rikishi looking to finish the job from 10 months ago.
Rikishi driver. It put Austin down. Unbelievable.
Taking a shot to the stairs right to the head.
The steps connect. He just left it.
And Stone Cold can't find a way off the blocks.
Austin needs to mount some offense.
Watch out. Tossing those steel steps like they're nothing.
Every success.
Inside parallel applied, shoulders down.
He breaks the ref's count after one.
Not even letting the ref get to the 2 count.
Predicted what was coming. And Rikishi with a counter.
And that was just as devastating as a sledgehammer to Austin's truck. Such thunderous impact.
Rikishi is picking the competition apart.
Yeah, Rikishi isn't giving any quarter. The steps connect. He just left it. And that might be the start of the grand swing he needed.
Yeah, Rikishi's survival instincts are taking over.
Down to the kidneys.
I'll let you take a shot like this. No.
Stone Cold in some serious trouble.
But you can never count Austin out. These are dangerous attacks of their own, but now the damage is exponentially multiplied.
Oh, he cuts it off.
And he was finally able to mount some resistance with that.
Yeah, he clearly just got a much-needed boost of energy.
Rikishi driver. This has to be the one that ends this.
Digging the steel steps right into them. Disgusting. Rikishi is picking the competition apart.
You're not going to see Rikishi show any remorse.
By the steps.
That'll make you reassess some things.
Rikishi is just target with that one. This is not what many of us expected to see. We wanted to see retribution, but Rikishi was too much of a monster for Stone Cold tonight.
The vitriol that consumed Rikishi powered him.
His very presence was enough to intimidate even the bravest WWE competitor. His name itself simply meant the end. And if you found yourself standing across the ring from Umaga, you were most certainly coming to the end of your own road. The younger brother of Rikishi, Umaga, was every bit the Samoan bulldozer that his nickname would suggest, mauling opponents with ease, relishing the chaos that he created. A menace to the entire roster, an unrepentant badass, Umaga tortured his prey with high-impact collisions before ultimately sealing their fate with his vaunted Samoan spike, a vicious move used today by Solo Sikoa.
Inside the ring, man, he was just a complete monster. Anybody that stood in front of him, he was gonna wreck him no matter what he had to do. He was just a crazy, wild Samoan. Outside of the ring, man, just a loving guy to be around. A fun uncle, always joking, always barbecuing at his house. I always looked up to him. He was just so cool.
Perhaps an unheralded aspect of Umaga's game was his mastery of mental warfare. Umaga loved to present a wild, out-of-control savage, one who needed manager Armando Alejandro Estrada to handle all the details while he destroyed opponents. Umaga was the perfect definition of the word aura. A two-time intercontinental heavyweight champion, Umaga established himself as one of the purest forms of dominance to ever set foot in a WWE ring. His intense clashes with Batista, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, and Triple H, along with WWE Championship battles against John Cena, still live on in the memories of those who were fortunate enough to watch Umaga perform. And Umaga will live in immortality through every member of this family, whether it's with a huge Samoan drop, a running bulldozer into the corner, a Samoan spike, or even a war cry in the middle of battle. Umaga is forever.
I wish he was here. I know he's watching from above.
So you, our beloved Us in training, are asked one simple thing here in the WWE 2K25 showcase: to defeat John Cena. You've done that in this mode before, right? Simple. It was at New Year's Revolution in 2007 that Umaga and John Cena first collided for the WWE title. Umaga appeared to be too much for Cena in the minds of many pundits. Undefeated in WWE some 9 months after his debut, and things were going very well for Umaga. Until they weren't. Umaga would see his undefeated streak end by, of all things, a damn roll-up after rushing directly into the outstretched shoes of John Cena. 1 second of luck allowed John Cena to escape the inevitable, and now it's on you to fix it. Head into that ring, showcase Umaga's cruel brutality, and get Umaga the WWE Heavyweight Championship victory that he should have gotten in the first place. I assure you, my dear friend, Armando Alejandro Estrada will make sure nothing else goes wrong if you take care of business inside the ring.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. He can be the next WWE champion, the near 400-pound Umaga. A man that since debuting right after WrestleMania 9 months ago has remained undefeated. And Umaga has been in the ring, Byron, with the best of WWE.
This man looks, moves, and sounds like a movie monster. Except Umaga is for real. He is a Samoan bulldozer, an 18-wheel version with a mean streak. Big, athletic, strong, and probably going to outweigh John Cena by well over 100 pounds.
Since 1963, the WWE title has only changed hands twice here in Kansas City. That's twice in the last 47 years.
But Umaga is a scary human being, and he can easily change that trend right here tonight.
A phenomenal ovation in this arena because the champ is here. John Cena has a gigantic challenge awaiting him in the ring, but Cena doesn't have a reverse gear.
Absolutely not. The champ only goes one way, and that's straight at you. The challenger not taking their eyes off the championship. And the champ is staring daggers right back at the opposition.
Here we go with the WWE Championship on the line. John Cena versus the Samoan Bulldozer Umaga. Big fight feel here in this building.
The undefeated Umaga has set his sights on Cena, and there's nothing left standing in his way. Umaga doesn't just want to beat John Cena. He wants to obliterate him like he has all his other opponents. But this is John Cena we're talking about. If anyone can stand up to Umaga's brutality and power, it's him. Cena's going to fight to defend his title with everything he's got.
Gets driven into the corner, crushed in the corner.
Cena tonight attempting to do something no one else has been able.
From the middle rope, oh, a splash.
Absolutely squashed their opponent there.
Running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
No question John Cena has his work cut out for him taking on Umaga, who's been aptly named the Samoan Bulldozer for his relentless offense.
Yeah, and while Umaga may not be as refined in the ring as other superstars, his ruthlessness more than makes up for the difference. If Umaga can connect with some truly merciless attacks, then Cena and his title reign could quickly be in trouble.
An uninterrupted surge against Cena here.
Cena has no response for Umaga's savage and brutal offense. This'll do it. Umaga! It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
From the middle rope, what a splash! Shoulders down, championship on the line. New champion, an undefeated champion.
This proves it. Truly no one can withstand Umaga. The Samoan bulldozer has wrecked his way.
Knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking.
I'm the chief now!
Now we all know what happened when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new rogue bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the War Games. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if War Games was limited to only OG bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's rogue bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only bloodline. This is where the bloodline's legacy and the bloodline's future is in your hands.
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match.
The original bloodline was created with a whip. Here we go. First two combatants locked in the War Games structure. The original bloodline versus the new bloodline in the match beyond.
The WWE Universe has wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo's gang handle a match against competitors with more War Games experience?
Well, Byron, I think we'll know the answer to all those questions just a matter of minutes. I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
An overbearing assault on Jacob now.
Jacob's being cut off at every pass.
And Jacob getting some pushback there.
Yeah, and Jay had him well measured.
Placed him in the corner here.
Got them right in the corner.
Oh, God, that hurt.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this, is Sami Zayn still Uzi?
I think he is, Corey. Sammy seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
A lot to prove from the new bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
Now that may be true, but so...
Here we go.
Oh, man.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games.
Clock counting down. A sigh of relief can surely be breathed once the next competitor enters. Scatter. Zayn's feeling it.
Yeah, Zayn's appearing unstoppable.
Here we go.
Tonga Loa now entering the fray.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tonga backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me, yeah.
Great journalism there, Byron.
Thank you, Michael.
Look at this.
Michinoku driver.
And it's locked in deep. This match is... No! What a reversal! Incredible. OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight.
The count started and one team is about to have the odds in their favor.
Ooh, shoulder, elbow, all affected with that.
Tonga Loa in a bit of danger.
Any attempts of offense from Tonga Loa are being sapped.
Numbers advantage or not, he's leaving nothing to chance as he searches under the apron. Searching under the ring. Submission time.
Dragon sleeper applied.
Damage being done to this. Trying somehow to work his way out of Dragon Sleeper and does. That'll be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Zayn held close.
Into the cage now, and the numbers advantage is locked in.
Does that finish Sammy off?
Steel chair to the temple.
Climbing the cage.
Honestly, not a great move.
We're going to finish it off. Scaling the triangle here. Here comes the buzzer. The numbers advantage vanishes with this next entrant.
There's just unload.
And a stop to the gut.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table. Tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
He's reached the top of the War Games cage. Brace yourself for what comes next. He's really feeling all the damage he's taken up till now. He has to be in a world of hurt here.
Nasty boot by Zayn. Has Sammy ended it there. Oh, look out.
lifted and completely helpless here. And man in this move. One seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso,
He's currently on the team wrong, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Jimmy had clashes with me. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stayed across the ring. Jimmy's not like every member of Solo Squad. He'll deal with the rest of his fractured family life.
And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trained their biggest shots and one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE.
Look at this. Incredible.
And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
Through the ring door and adding a bit of leverage to the situation.
The WWE Universe getting attention, completely entranced by this matchup now.
Can't miss action taking place in front of them. Making us to blink. They do not want to miss a second of the action at this point.
He's going up.
He has him right in his sights.
So he was absolutely dead on his feet.
Yeah, he's just running on fumes now.
What discussion. He says, here's my vicious side. Let's go and challenge him. How about the final opponent?
He's some serious damage. Look at this. Oh, nice. Entering a suplex. New entrant about to come in, and not a moment too soon. We're at the stage in this matchup. This audience is fully aware.
Another turning point can come at any second, and that can be the instant that ends it all. And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games.
Kick to the gut.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa.
Driving down with the sledgehammer.
Jimmy gets intercepted.
Sledgehammer.
Starting with that. The teams are squared up, but he doesn't think that's enough of him. Right to the face. Lethal weapon. They're not going to go to this one without a little backup in the corner. It's time, guys. Submission time.
Dragon safe for a play.
Wrapped around the neck. This is dangerous. Wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Uso. Will Jimmy finish it? Holy time. Jacob Fatu got a problem here.
Down from there, but it looks like he has a plan.
The amount of precision that went into this.
No doubt, Sammy just ended this. Someone's got to get control of this thing. Is victory close? This could be it. Kicks out before.
The muscle memory got to be taken over now. Pure instinct to take it over the ring.
And Sikoa gets taken a step back.
These are the moments professionals try.
Here's the cover. Wins War Games.
The new bloodline has fallen. original Bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name.
Wild Samoans up on Sika, taking on Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage.
Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical.
He's got his kendo stick.
Force the move by playing an elbow in the midsection. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo. And we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an off-the-course Sika headbutt.
Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
This is the Dudley's wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
Why are they coming over here?
Lots of space and concrete, that's why.
Sika, both individuals that compete barefoot, not something common with most.
Look out! Oh, the way to the outside. Came down like a lead balloon.
Into the ring again now.
Gets driven into the corner. Things are heading ringside now.
Drop kick. And that's some nasty offense imposed on Sika.
Devon Dudley causing damage and causing harm.
Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring now.
I don't think there will be any play settings.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding.
The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side. Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down.
What a reversal by Alpha. Shoulder tackle. Tossing those steel steps like they're nothing.
We all know what is going through their head here.
Yeah, destruction, carnage, annihilation.
Yeah, but they should be thinking about this coming out of their paycheck. Whip back into the ring.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans, like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really think it's for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back. Look ringside now, guys. This manager's doing something very suspicious. Wait for it. He's really feeling all the damage he's taken up to him now.
Might want to start setting up some tables before this match gets out of hand. Dropping a big shoulder tackle.
Stepped aside, avoiding damage.
His body is showing the effects of this match.
The purpose of this match is to soften up your opponent before you inevitably put them through the table. And that's exactly what we're seeing here, Cole.
And we can pump on how one more time.
Propelled into the table.
Holding the table with surprising accuracy. And into the turnbuckle he goes.
Oh, that can flatten you.
And he's leaving the ring for the moment. Down to
And a double table smash. Thunderous powerbomb. That was a powerbomb with one message in mind. Absolute destruction.
Oh, what a shot.
He's absorbing a lot of damage here.
Every aspect of this match is only going to get harder at this point. If you have a chance to close it out, now is the time.
Trading counters here. Both sides with an answer to every piece of offense. Pulled back into the point in the match, there's no time to recover. The damage is done. Boom!
A calculated attack here against Wwe.
And the Wild Samoans are just absolutely running roughshod over the Dudley Boys.
He's headed out to the ringside area. He gets back into the ring.
Devon wobbling, looks vulnerable. Whoa! Turn that kendo stick into a long guard. Kick right to the face.
This one's heading to the outside.
And we're witnessing two titans of the tag team game absolutely destroying each other here.
The Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys battling for supremacy, battling to get the other team through some tables.
The body's limits are being reached here.
I'm positive this wasn't in his game plan, but if he wants to survive this match, he needs to come up with a new plan ASAP.
What's Sika thinking here?
He's getting back up, straight into Hulk.
Watch it!
No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a series...
Oh no, Corey, the table's just been set up.
This is too far. Oh, just cranking the head. Sometimes in the middle of a hard-fought match, you need a snack.
He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now?
Scoop slam from behind. Inverted scoop slam. Looks like Sika's loading up. Blast off. Into the Samoan drop. Incredible. The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there. Boom.
And these attacks are spelling nothing but trouble.
Launching. Taking a foot to nowhere. Taking flight only to find nobody home at ringside. What a disastrous miscalculation. Big forearm.
A reversal. Well, came out with a kick to the guts. Turns his opponent.
That was the Dudley Boys showing the Wild Samoans what tag team wrestling is all about. No one ever thought we'd see the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys go head-to-head like this. And now that they are, it's exceeded expectations.
This capacity crowd on their feet, losing their minds over tag team excellence in a chaotic package.
He's rummaging for some sort of equalizer underneath the ring.
He's got a table. We know where this is going, gentlemen.
Looks like he's coming back in.
Incredible. Alpha and Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the Dudley's demise.
Here we go. He's setting the table up, and guys, someone's about to have a really bad night.
Now this is just class.
Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game. And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.
Man, but that was a little bit difficult for me to watch. Seeing this family splinter into two groups, fighting against each other, it breaks my dark heart. But they're all grown men, and you settled the issue. Now let's give Solo credit. Forming Team Solo was, of course, his usual backup of Tama Tonga and Tongaloa, the sons of Haku, feared as one of the baddest men to ever walk planet Earth. Along with them, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, son of Tama, also known as TK All Day, the Tonga Kid, another fearsome competitor from WWE's golden era. But did you know that Haku and Tama once comprised one of WWE's most impressive tag teams? Haku had been considered family by the Dynasty for years on end, and his teaming with Tama, brother of Rikishi, solidified this for eternity. The Islanders were a formidable test for any tag team in WWE in the late 1980s, competing against teams like the Hart Foundation and the British Bulldogs. Initially fan favorites, the two would embrace a more hard-nosed approach and even teamed up with WWE Hall of Famer Bobby the Brain Heenan, finding even more success. The team flawlessly merged aerial excellence, martial arts mastery, and some good old-fashioned Islander grit. Perhaps their most infamous moment saw them actually dog-nap Matilda, mascot of the British Bulldogs, showing that they were willing to do literally anything to throw opponents off their game. Both men are still revered today as two of the real legit tough guys in the industry, names that instill fear simply upon mention, and they absolutely taught their children well. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa both loved to slowly brutalize an opponent in the traditional Haku style, while Jacob Fatu hurls his body at opponents from all angles with reckless abandon, much like Islander Tama in his TK All Day heyday. For their inclusion in the 2K25 showcase, we find the Islanders in a dream match, taking on another team that has mastered the air, ground fighting, and has their own brand of swag that keeps opponents guessing at all times. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the Street Profits. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins have put together one hell of a run in WWE, and the perennial tag team champions are going to find themselves in an unfamiliar setting, taking on Haku and Tama in a best 2 out of 3 falls match. Anyone can sneak a win out, but Haku and Tama often competed in this type of match to fully demonstrate the superiority to their opponents. And you can bet that they're out to do the same thing to Angelo and Tez. So get out there and showcase the tag team mastery that the Islanders used to terrorize their opponents. Lift your party cups and take one last sip for the Street Profits. And don't worry, no one will hold you responsible for the damage you and the Islanders caused them, because I assure you, the Islanders can handle the smoke.
It is time for the Street Profits to get themselves some of the Islanders.
Well, with all due respect to the smoke and the party cups, but AD and Tez need to up their game. This could be the Profits' night, but it's not going to be easy.
The Profits possess tremendous athleticism, but so do the Islanders. And let's not forget, the Islanders have Bobby Heenan in their corner.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match. On their way to the ring, at a combined weight of 492 pounds, and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits.
The Street Profits had better be ready for what's coming.
Tez and Dawkins have to be ready to deal with any shortcut the Islanders can find.
Accompanied by Bobby Heenan at a combined weight of 499 pounds, Tama and Haku, the
The Islanders and Street Profits facing off here in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Two teams that mix high flying and hard hits with ease. This is going to be exciting.
The Islanders move at such speeds that you can't take your eyes off them for a second. The Street Profits have got to be at their best if they hope for a win tonight.
You can tell that Haku and Tama want to end the party for Dawkins and Ford. Luckily, they have the biggest party pooper in WWE in their corner in the form of...
Oh, nice. Schoolboy from behind. Cover!
Only getting one out of that pin.
Tried to make short work of things there.
Larry.
Jumping headbutt. Stiff shot to the abdomen. Chop down with the axe handle.
Oh, man. Oof. Pounding the breadbasket. Great sequence of offense from Haku.
The Islanders putting a beating on the Street Profits. Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
Corey, you've competed in these type of matches before. What's the key to victory for Haku and Tama?
It's crucial for the Islanders to win the first fall as early as possible. To do that, they've got to either isolate Ford or Dawkins and block their path to make an attack.
Just muscling up their opponent into the gut wrench. Look, I get that the Islanders are brutal, but when I look at Haku, I kind of see something royal about him.
Are you kidding me, Saxton? Haku's a big, mean dude who loves to brunt. Nothing about him says royalty. From the top. Good Lord, taking flight from ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he cuts it off.
Opportunity now for him to capture some momentum.
Ford hoping to start a rush of his own with that attack.
Off the barricade.
Lifting them up. No! Face first, guys! We're watching two great teams at work right now, but with the talent at this level in the ring, you have to wonder, look at this!
Soaring. Look out below! You got to be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense, but I can't say it didn't pay off.
There may be no escape from this.
Up with a tongue and death. So much for the submission hold. He just lets go.
His grip strength might have run out.
Destructive use of the knee. Oh, no, he just got busted wide open.
The official needs to take a look at that.
A 2 out of 3 falls match is a different beast and a bit of a rarity in tag team competition. But one of these teams actually has a bit of a history with this stipulation.
Yeah, Cole, the Islanders have a history of success in multi-fall matches and in high-profile situations, no less. They competed in the main event of the first Royal Rumble event in this kind of match and won it in 2 straight falls.
He also won a 2 out of 3 falls match on Saturday night's main event. Bottom line, the Islanders are more than ready for this. Hopefully, the Street Profits are quick learners.
Ford seems unable to turn the momentum here.
The Islanders straight up crushing the Profits here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at this raw power. Gut wrench.
So many accolades for Dawkins and Ford. Triple Crown Tag Team Champions, multiple WrestleMania wins. This win could be another major feather in their caps.
It could be, but for the Islanders, all those accolades are motivation.
He may get the 3 count right here.
This is it.
And he wins the fall.
Goes into the corner.
Haku gets caught with a counter. Drop kick.
It looks like he can get it done here.
Second fall for the Islanders, and they beat the Profits.
Here are your winners.
What a matchup. The Islanders met.
Limbo la sabon pang bago at hindi wala sabon.
While Tamina has created her own name in the industry, she has never missed a chance to acknowledge her place in this family. Trained by Appa and Sika, the wild Samoans, Tamina was instilled with the same instincts that have carried each member of this family to wrestling glory. Her inventive is similar to many in the bloodline. Striking, high-contact attacks, and smothering holds. As capable with a super kick or a big splash as anyone else, Tamina
गाड़ी लेके जा हाँ लेना आंदे ना वाला भाई देना कर तो यहाँ से जा जा porque टीवी की व्यवस्था खराब थी लगा लेना तो फिर ही तो ले ले पैसा पे अगले पैसा पे 40 रुपया पे का गेम है की वीडियो है ये वीडियो है तो का गेम है तो 1200 बताते ना जानकारी बताते मिर्चा का बता रहे ओ मन के ये का मन के का अरे निगम है नवराता नहीं बनफुल Manis. Oh, 180 lang. 80. Garang ni ba? Aglo kan mati na daga kasama jentis to. तेरा का बता रहा था टीवी देखेंगे तेरा का आफा काफी का ये देख तो उसने भी तो हमारी स्टाइल है जरा चलो का आओ क्या बंद कर दे जा बता नहीं रखना रुक जाना सुजाना कहूंगी जी के लल्लाई देखो कृष्ण भगवान आला हैं ए चार्जिंग होते था तो मोबाइल
much damage now seriously impacts your speed at the ladder. Look, the most intelligent competitor in a battle knows that there are many roads to victory, including the low road. In the corner now, she doesn't want to stay there. Just a good old toss for the leg.
And she's out of the ring. Countouts in this one. Dangerous intentions in her mind right now.
And of course, kendo sticks are always under the ring in the event of any rogue ninja attacks.
Head up that ladder. Super boy. Trying to reach it.
Slow and steady won't win the race in this situation.
We're witnessing a malicious string of attacks right now. Being put into a perilous position here after each of these vicious attacks.
And he's getting downright nastier and nastier with each of these attacks.
Sent flying out of the ring here.
Things are at ringside now.
Single leg drop kick. And Becky more than living up to her last kicker moniker there.
Yeah, Lynch's patented stubbornness, arguably the reason this match is still somehow going on.
Becky Lynch, slam. And some effective offense with that one. Becky Lynch got it locked in. Submission to London. It's over here. Disarm Lynch. She's trapped in the submission. This will cost her breaking. Place against the turnbuckles. Punch right to the face. Oh, right to the throat. Jumping headbutt finds the mark. Way to build that.
Several reverses. Neither superstar able to penetrate their opponent's defense.
Good grief. Momentum is completely shifted to Tamina.
Mella needs to rethink her strategy now. Might get a submission. No.
And she's positioned the ladder perfectly in the center of the ring now. And she has Charlotte still there. Did you hear the impact?
And Carmella with a takedown looking for locked in. It's locked in. Submission. She's not going to settle for this. She's doing whatever she can to escape, but she does.
she's almost there.
Could have been Natalia's not here at Money in the Bank. It's over. Natalia grabs the briefcase and becomes Miss Money in the Bank.
Leg drop for good measure.
It's incredible, the inventiveness we are seeing on display here.
This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch will climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase. Become the first to Miss Money in the Bank. And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women look to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using their biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms. The stairs right to the head.
Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be on a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase. Totally out of it. She's a perfect target. On the top.
Meanwhile, we see Charlotte.
Get ready. She knows exactly what she's doing with this submission hold. And Charlotte crushing the knee there.
A submission roll on the chair.
Where'd you want it? Oh, nice way to go.
What a knee. And in fact, the display of offense we just witnessed there.
She goes under the ropes, back inside.
But he's out of time to go for the win.
Maybe a little overzealous going for it here.
You have to stop now, though. The old champion wins.
She might need to regroup.
Tamina sidesteps that.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no ally in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history is being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
By the chair of the kidneys. Momentum is completely shifted to Tamina.
Charlotte trying to withstand this surge.
Not a whole lot you can do with a bum wing, guys. You can see Charlotte expert game plan experiencing a minor hitch there.
Yeah, Tamina just inflicted as much pain as possible and enjoyed it.
Three second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank. And stay one step ahead.
Being able to pull that off, no one is going to question if you skip going to the gym tonight. I've seen Saxton thrown out of a few local bars like that before.
No, please don't remind me, Corey. She is really getting fired up.
The contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in for Money in the Bank contract.
Sakura's cash-in has only failed once. If you ever fail cash-in on the World Tour, you can advance. You are now certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
And momentum is slipping away from Lynch.
Look at Tamina go. Money in the Bank briefcase still hanging high. This is what it's all about. The opportunity of a lifetime.
What are you willing to do? How much can you sacrifice to be the first Miss Money in the Bank?
That's not how you're supposed to use a lot.
Look at this. She's going for her destiny, guys.
But she better hurry. She doesn't have much time.
She's reaching up and trying to unhook it as fast as she can.
Maybe this isn't a good position to go for it.
That certainly seems to be having trouble up there. Every time you climb that ladder, you hope it's the last time.
Certainly isn't getting any signs there.
Hands must be shaking up there, making it difficult to capture glory.
But it looks like that hook is causing a lot of problems up there. Tugging and grabbing and doing everything to get it down. This might be the final pull. It's almost done. The crowd is going absolutely crazy right now.
They know this could be it.
Have to finish the job now. They have to get it totally unhooked.
Becky just aggressively going after that arm.
Cuts off their offense with a swift elbow to the gut.
Across the neck. Two-hand shot.
Got the head scissors on.
Sharp elbow. He's ready to take this match to the outside. The showstopper. Across the ring.
Hey, right? Nice neck breaker.
She's getting that ladder exactly where she wants it.
A crucial step.
Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts the climb, but needs to move quickly.
Gonna try and unhook it now.
Victory is literally within reach.
All eyes are glued high above the ring. Tamina is so close to victory now.
She's yanking it down.
Forcing it so close.
If only it was that easy.
Becky Lynch looking for the disarmer.
Submission maneuver is locked in, just sapping her out of energy. She needs to break free and get back on this, and she releases her own submission. And I have to question as to why she would do that.
This looks like she's setting the foundation for a masterfully laid trap.
One right here.
Jeez, that's gotta hurt.
Charlotte has found herself in major trouble here.
Yeah, she has seen better days. Today, no. Off the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
She's stretching, but can she get away?
It's just a matter of time now.
No room for error on top of the ladder.
Just gotta concentrate.
She's so close here.
Straining to get this thing down.
You gotta do it when you can.
There's no way she can continue for much longer. No, this is trouble.
Can only hold on for so long now.
Definitely the spot we want.
Just one right after the other can't be stopped.
Now he's in position. Gonna make the climb.
Full focus on obtaining the prize.
Looks like scaling the ladder is the easy part of the job. Unhooking the prize is the big challenge. Charlotte's at the top with the briefcase.
Will she?
So close. Has to go faster. Has to have a firm grasp on it too. Here we go.
So much damage has already been done.
I have no idea how she's still standing.
Climbing up, but is there enough time to go for the win? The prize is in sight, but is it in reach?
I assure you, this is even harder than it looks.
Trying not to fumble around too much here.
Looking to free it here.
This has got to be it.
Victory is inevitable.
Let's see Tamina has the briefcase. Tamina is Miss Money in the Bank.
That enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are going to be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy and Jey Uso look to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their careers. Face paint and board dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Uso penitentiary. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have main evented WrestleMania after initially fighting for a mere spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010s. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jey are poetry in motion, each knowing what the other is looking to do next, each using every bit of savvy they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jey his match at SummerSlam against their tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jey ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania 40. Jey Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet, even adding another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your wise man eventually would suffer as well, Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the Bloodline. When Jimmy and Jey are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, The New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams. But the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any two of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jey could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day one. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in second place, and there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your world-famous 4-time champs and feel the power!
It's a little very
Are you prepared to kick off Hell in a Cell with the champions.
This is the first time that tag titles will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell.
I'm loving this matchup. The best teams around.
Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules, a 2-on-2 match with the pinfall submission inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell. No tags, no countouts, no disqual.
Crucifix.
Shoulders down. He tried to make quick work of things and almost succeeded.
New Day referred to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting, though, is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the Usos a few weeks ago could prove to be costly.
Usos challenging the New Day for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. New Day chose this Hell in a Cell match. Very big rivalry at the top of the Tag Team division.
Ripcord. Nasty line.
Face first.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner Brothers, the Headshrinkers, who of course Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
Would be a very proud moment for the Anoa'i family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of elite specimens come from the Anoa'i Club.
For as entertaining as the New Day are, they can scrap with the best of them. Remember that.
Look, don't let the booty-owns and trombones fool you. New Day can get down and dirty, especially when they have the Usos pushing them. New Day are prepared for an all-out brawl tonight.
Great display of power.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' total dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams the WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are two very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist.
Watch this display of power.
Just kicking out at one takes a lot in a match like this.
So many amazing matches between these two teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are, we put on a show. The Usos and New Day have a unified goal to raise the bar of tag team competition, to bring the division to a whole nother level.
You know, I'm talking about super teams.
Depend on the championship. Maybe kicks out.
Not getting a 2 count at this point has to be frustrating.
Toss to ringside. Looking to explore every inch of hell here now.
Oh, stiff uppercut. Big punch by his mark.
Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New Day played right into the Usos' hand when they selected this match. Jimmy and Jay have a street mentality. They're perfectly equipped to turn Hell in a Cell into the Usos penitentiary. Look, the Usos love the trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of biblical proportions. A prosy Big E is fully capable of backing up. He slides back into the ring. That last attack really took a toll on the champ. The way the cell tests your endurance, your resiliency is no joke. What a show. Straight brutality coming right up here. He's looking to completely render his leg loose. Still polar leg snap. Very effective. Uso. Oh, man. Innovative offense from the champion. And the Usos five-time tag team champions. Became the Uso penitentiary. It was barbaric. It was volatile. It lived up to the hype.
Wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and more than earned her spot. She's always happy to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel the glow. Of course, I'm talking about Naomi, who many of you may know has reigned as Jimmy Uso's wife and queen for over 10 years. There's the old saying that behind every good man is an even better woman, and this could not ring more true than Naomi, who I will say is an absolute treasure. Jimmy will frequently speak during old bloodline planning sessions about how much her support and love drove him to improve as a superstar, always stressing her importance not only to the WWE Women's Division, but to his career and his life as well. In the ring, there is no denying Naomi's skills. The former women's tag team and two-time SmackDown Women's Champion has the mental tenacity to push through the toughest part of any match and possesses breathtaking physical skills. Naomi uses her dancing background to constantly innovate with her offense, resulting in some of the most beautiful moves you will ever see, unless you're on the receiving end of them. Naomi is an inspiration to so many of our younger members of the WWE Universe, showing a new generation that anything is possible if you just put in the work and never stop believing in yourself. Naomi has battled against the very best in the women's division, taking on foes like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, and Io Sky.
My favorite moment of Naomi was when she won the title in her hometown, Orlando, at WrestleMania.
To compete against that caliber, and maintain the level of success that Naomi has for her entire WWE career is something worth, shall I dare say, acknowledging. Naomi has even teamed with fellow family member Tamina through the years, proving the family you choose can often be the most important. And in true Uso fashion, Naomi shows an unrelenting desire to win, to achieve greatness, and to dominate her opposition. Many mistake her smile as a sign of kindness, but they quickly realize their mistake as Naomi unleashes a flurry of kicks, flies at them with moonsaults from all angles, and then ties them up in knots. Naomi is having fun, but Naomi is never playing. And now, we take you back to the 2020 edition of Super Showdown, which saw Naomi challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Unfortunately, a ridiculously lax referee decided it was just fine for Bayley to basically do whatever the hell she wanted.
Bayley, oh my gosh, she's trapping Naomi's legs in her shirt.
And Naomi wound up suffering an embarrassing loss after Bayley used wardrobe to her advantage. Well, Bayley, we can pretty much guarantee that trick won't work again. This is your chance to help guide Naomi to a third SmackDown Women's Championship, and to do it by defeating one of the greatest competitors WWE has ever seen. Your wise man has nothing but respect and admiration for Bayley's abilities, but those abilities are eclipsed by Naomi's extraordinary trinity: smarts, strength, and aerial attacks that should give all of you everything you need to get the win and the title.
Respect for Naomi. So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history.
And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about... For the first time ever, we have a women's championship match here. Guys, a very important component of this match. Bayley has won every title available in WWE. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beaten Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi. And a huge pressure on Bayley.
Yeah, but Bayley covered. We're going to shut this down.
A kick out after one.
She probably didn't expect it to put her away there, but she's put her on notice.
Bayley's got her hook.
Naomi has been quick to take to social media lately, reminding everybody that Bayley has never beaten her one-on-one.
Yeah, not so subtle reminder to Bayley, who has been very insulting, very humiliating to a lot of people in WWE.
And that attitude is why Naomi wants to dethrone Bayley, take the SmackDown Women's Championship away from her, and maybe humble Bayley a little bit. A fact that you can consider in this match is that Naomi took some time off to rejuvenate herself, to get her mind right, to refocus on her desire to once again be champion here in WWE. So this isn't necessarily the same Naomi the WWE Universe or Bayley is used to.
And Naomi says that after taking time off, she's better physically and mentally than she's ever been in her career. We've said it time and time again. Naomi may be the most athletic woman we've ever seen compete here in WWE.
Yeah, Naomi wants to depend on athletic maneuvers, while Bayley wants to be more methodical and fight a more classic wrestling style. I can't believe what we just saw.
I can't believe that didn't miss.
She catches Bayley to the counter. Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
What a double axe handle.
Drop kick.
Oh, right in the back.
Bayley having every reason to be confident heading into this matchup. But 279 days as champion, Corey, can take a toll on you. Bayley has been carrying an exhausting weight on her shoulder for a long time.
I don't think there's anything Bayley can't handle, Cole. Once you reach the mountaintop, you plant your feet and you hold your ground, no matter how heavy the burden may get.
Double axe handle.
And Naomi has taken the upper hand.
Naomi picking up the pace against Bayley and keeping her all out of sorts. Right clothesline out of nowhere.
What a counter. Naomi has tested her mettle in recent weeks, as the road to this championship opportunity was a difficult one. Needed to defeat former SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella. We know Naomi has a heavy desire to become a three-time women's champion.
Other superstars say they want the title. Naomi has said she needs her title back.
For someone who claims not to care about the idiots in the crowd, Bayley's sure spending a lot of time trying to get the attention right now. Bayley is down under pressure.
And Naomi continues to somehow have Bayley's number here.
Vicious Russian leg sweep right into the barricade.
That's right, Corey. That was a shining wizard.
She's not careful, that's it. She'll be counted out.
Headed to the outside.
But for what reason?
Sliding back in under the ropes here. And she just barely makes it back before the official's final count. Momentum is really on Naomi's side.
If Bayley can just weather this storm, she'll be fine.
What a cross body.
All measured up. Drop kick to the back. Naomi is locked in on her opponent now. Stop the pin. Smash. That can make it opening for her. And Bayley connected nicely there.
Bayley realizes that Naomi wants to pick up the speed of the matchup. The champion refusing to allow that to happen. Holy, that was an awful landing.
She leaves the ring, but she can be counted out here. This match is just evolving right before our very eyes.
I really hope it doesn't get more hazardous than this.
All measured up.
Basement drop kick to the back.
And Bayley is being humbled here.
Yeah, Naomi's at full throttle. Dropping the leg. Off the ropes.
She goes back into the ring.
things like this.
Powerbomb position.
Fighting out. Hammering away with punches to the face. Shoulder shoots up before two.
I'm happy she did. I don't want this match to end. Spinning heel kick.
Oh, she had Naomi's number.
Separate your shoulder, now divorce it.
Sits up.
The title's not going anywhere tonight. That's impossible.
I can't believe what we just saw.
And now there must be a little bit of noise in Bayley. It will result in a 3 count.
Naomi out of harm's way.
Reigns down an elbow retaliation.
Leaping through the air.
Now she's looking to apply the pressure with this submission maneuver.
Stunning display of power. Oh, I think she's going to do it. I think Bayley's going to attempt. Looking to counter. Oh, nasty kick.
Connected with a sharp elbow.
Headed out of the ring, but the counter's looming.
If you're looking to cause quick, sharp damage, you can't go wrong with the kendo stick.
And Naomi has taken the upper hand.
Bayley's game plan isn't working how she wanted.
And these attacks are spelling nothing but trouble. Bayley versus Naomi. SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. And tonight, she has the opportunity to make even more history.
And Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident herself.
Naomi has tested her mettle in recent weeks, as the road to this championship opportunity was a difficult one. Needed to defeat former SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella. We know Naomi has a heavy desire to become a 3-time Women's Champion.
Other superstars say they want the title. Naomi has said she needs her title back.
Here's the crossbody.
A bone-rattling knee.
Oh, unloading a big kick to the back. And Naomi has been quick to take to social media lately, reminding everybody that Bayley has never beaten her one-on-one.
Yeah, not so subtle reminder to Bayley, who has been very insulting, very humiliating to a lot of people in WWE.
And that attitude is why Naomi wants to dethrone Bayley, take the SmackDown Women's Championship away from her, and maybe humble Bayley a little bit.
We know that Naomi's going to want to pick up the pace in this match, but Bayley's going to look to wear Naomi down.
Yeah, Bayley's going to want to slow down the pace and let the adrenaline wear off from Naomi. Bayley can also turn up the aggression here in a way I'm not quite sure Naomi can match.
Across the back of the neck. Ouch. And Naomi has taken the upper hand.
Naomi picking up the pace against Bayley and keeping her all out of sorts.
We've said it time and time again. Naomi may be the most happy. These two are clearly fired up, going blow for blow. Maybe the now is not an option. They have to finish this.
It looks like we got ourselves a flag here.
What impressive determination from both competitors.
Bailey having every reason to be confident heading into this matchup. But 279 days as champion, Corey, can take a toll on him. Uh-oh, feel it low. There it is. It is. It's locked in. Oh, Bailey, is she going to tap? Is she going to tap out?
Can the role model hang on? This is an agony.
A couple of knees and then another one forced to break.
Get back here. Leg lariat. Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly.
Watch out! Running, holds on.
Watch out. Sliding under the ropes into a splash on the floor. Unbelievable athleticism. Just going for it all and landing a direct hit.
Soaring through the sky and crashing onto their opponent.
Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring.
Not so fast. We can have a new champ here. 2.5. Champ stays alive.
This is where desperation becomes a factor. Time to pull out all the stops.
Oh, solid form.
Naomi finds her target with that one.
Ooh, forearm connects.
Bang! Crucial counter.
And now placed in the corner.
For the title.
And the glory.
That's it. We have a new champion.
Bailey's stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship has ended. The glow era has begun.
Enforcer of the bloodline. Solo Sikoa has taken every brutal, savage element of his predecessors and refined them into a near-perfect smashing machine. Even in the year before his arrival, Solo raised eyebrows and garnered buzz while competing in NXT. But nobody could have predicted just how smoothly his transition to the main roster would go. And before I go on any further, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I'm only saying what I'm saying about Solo Sikoa because I am a wise man. I'm a professional. And because I'm being handsomely compensated for my stellar work as your host of the WWE 2K25 showcase. I haven't forgotten what Solo Sikoa and his rogue bloodline did to me. But I also know better than to let personal feelings hinder your professional endeavors. So with that being said, since his arrival at Clash at the Castle in 2022, Solo Sikoa has consistently been involved in WWE's biggest moments and biggest matches. He's been victorious in War Games. He's repeatedly enforced the Bloodline's will to maintain Roman Reigns' status as undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion.
I brought Solo in as an insurance policy. Solo was here to protect me. Solo was here to maintain the promised land. He's violent. He's strong, he's fast, he's all those things. And he betrayed me. Any man betray me must be a very dangerous man.
Solo defeated John Cena. Solo elected to betray your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, in an attempt to bestow upon himself the title of tribal chief. When I refused to acknowledge Solo as my tribal chief, you are not my tribal. He, Tamatanga, Tongaloa, and Jacob Fatu put me through a table in Madison Square Garden. And that led to opportunities to compete for the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship. It's led to more visibility, with Solo's Rogue Bloodline ruling over SmackDown. Every choice Solo made only furthered his standing in WWE. He has the bloodlust of the wild Samoans, the brutality of his cousin Yokozuna, and the single-minded focus of Roman Reigns, all rolled into one. There is no question the future is his for the taking, and that he will be champion many times over, and that he may set records of his own before it's all said and done. Few men have so quickly served notice to all of WWE in the manner that Solo Sikoa has done. Whether you want to acknowledge him or not is irrelevant. One way or another, Solo Sikoa forces you to do just that, or you will suffer severe consequences. One by one, each and every single superstar on the WWE roster is going to find that out. Solo will make sure of it. I, of course, will simply await any and every opportunity for your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, to teach Solo some manners. Until that happens, though, we are taking you back to the one-year anniversary special for NXT 2.0, which saw then North American champion Carmelo Hayes, and indeed, he is him, issue an open challenge. Unfortunately for the future superstar, it was to be answered by Solo Sikoa, and things went as well for Hayes as you can probably guess. Showcase the unrelenting fury that has made Solo Sikoa nearly unstoppable, and defeat Carmelo Hayes to earn Solo his first championship victory. It won't be easy against Carmelo, especially when he has Trick Williams watching his back. And if you make one mistake against the champ, he'll take his shot and most likely hit nothing but net.
Here comes the A-Champ.
What? Now this is a surprise. Carmelo Hayes seemingly had no challenger for his North American title, but Solo Sikoa just showed up here and said, "I got next."
Thank goodness, Melo had an opponent chosen by the NXT Universe as they voted for Wes Lee. But Melo and Trick brutally attacked Lee backstage. Now we're being spared a Melo-bration and getting a real match.
And I would have never expected Sikoa to show up. He just joined the Bloodline on SmackDown, and now he's in the main event of NXT. Can the Bloodline give
Did you see Melo's reaction when Sikoa's music hit? Hayes looked like he saw a ghost.
Solo's been saying he got next for the North American Championship, but that was a long time ago. Melo thought Sikoa was in his rearview mirror.
These two men took part in a triple threat for the North American title back at spring break and 5 months ago. But they essentially canceled each other out that night, and neither man left with the title. Tonight, we're going to see who the better man is, and it'll be the one who leaves with the title.
Solo Sikoa already with the strategic advantage, taking Hayes by surprise and challenging him.
From the top.
What? From all the way up. Wasted no time flying out to the floor.
You got to imagine that Roman Reigns, the Usos, even Paul Heyman are watching this match closely right now.
Oh, absolutely, Cole. We're talking about the man who has held the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship for 744 days. And the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, the Usos, who have held those titles for 422 days.
Record-breaking reigns of both singles and tag team competition. If Solo captures the North American title tonight, who knows how long he'll keep it for? Carmelo take winding up.
Spike. Could that be enough to gain the title?
Punch. Back and forth we go.
And Carmelo gets stifled.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
Neither competitor is backing down.
Oh, man.
Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
Roundhouse on the mark. Stomping down. Strong words from Carmelo Hayes before this match saying, quote, heavy is the head that wears the crown, and Melo has the biggest crown and the heaviest head.
Winding up.
Solo and Spike. That might have just sealed the deal on us having a new champ.
Sikoa is the new champion.
Solo is your new champion. It is the North American title.
With these video games and this showcase, and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva, I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the Undisputed Championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Look at this. Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down.
Until that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins.
It's been interesting watching Reigns throughout these The Royal Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns in his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion versus Seth Rollins, donned in the old gear that they used to wear on the Shield.
Rollins looks very comfortable in that tactical vest yet again.
But he's even more comfortable inside the head of the tribal chief. We haven't seen Roman with this type of look, this type of confusion in 500+ days.
Oh, what a headbutt. Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Roman Reigns focusing that anger, using it to get the advantage over Seth Rollins.
In the hard way. Roman cannot be stopped here. Look from the middle rope. Oh, what a splash!
Someone get the spatula. We have a human being to scrape up.
Taking a move. Go for the win here. He forces a break before the count of two.
Still has enough energy for the simple kick out.
Big boot connects, crash
crash landing on the outside.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated.
To the sky!
Axe handle from the middle rope. The champion doing everything to retain here.
Kick out and one for the challenger.
He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet.
Sidewalk slam. Reigns seems to be taking just a little bit more pleasure than he usually does as he piles on the attacks. The disdain he has for Rollins is off the charts.
Seth losing any command of this match.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
Across the top rope.
That showed a complete lack of respect for your competition and for our sport.
Ooh, bang!
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Rollins being put into the guillotine. This is the biggest danger Seth has faced.
The guillotine locked in. This is all. That was an incredible counter. Rollins entering the balance with the pin.
He breaks the ref's count after one.
No time to waste being shocked. You've got to maintain pressure. The head of the table with a thunderous powerbomb. And Reigns looking to double up on the impact. Samoan drop.
Tossed by the neck.
The tribal chief has assisted.
Roman Reigns with the carotid sleeper.
Attacking the most vulnerable part of the body.
So much damage can be done when focused on...
Trying to break the hold and is able to do a critical escape there.
Shoulder tackle.
Dropping the elbow. Had it scattered. Now can capitalize.
Connected with a sharp hook. No signs of either combatant backing down. Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
The fight is on, and it's furious. Ooh. Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
Ooh. This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders. Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags. Oh, nothing pretty about this, just a good old Donnybrook here.
That shot ends things.
What a headbutt.
Wicked clothesline.
Look at this, just unloading. And a stomp to the gut. Roman getting ready to finish this, to finally vanquish the demons of sin. Forearm gonna cut off the ring.
Now the guillotine choke is taking out so many superstars.
The architect gonna have to design a counter to this submission maneuver. And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins.
I don't have the words to convey how proud I am to have been part of this historic showcase. Having worked alongside this family, this bloodline, for so many decades, reliving moments that I got to experience firsthand has been a privilege of the highest order. introducing you to WWE legends that I hold in such high esteem, and also spotlighting the modern day greatness their descendants have provided you in recent years, all to pay tribute to the greatest wrestling family I have ever known. Has truly been my privilege. To be successful in this industry is a 1 in a billion chance. To see one bloodline continuously pump out superstar after superstar, champion after champion, generation after generation, is a testament not only to the skills they possess, but also to the work they put in to become absolute masters of their craft. And it cannot be stated any other way. This dynasty, this family, this bloodline has mastered every single solitary aspect of professional wrestling. And by reliving their magnificent history, you've begun your path of mastery as well. You've conquered former champions, righted some very egregious historical wrongs, survived war games, and even settled the question as to who the true tribal chief really is. You've unlocked WWE legends who are now ready to unleash their special brand of offense on current WWE superstars who didn't think they'd ever have to face these classic competitors like Haku or the Wild Samoans. It wasn't easy, and you definitely had to get a little oozy along the way. But you showed that bloodline spirit and determination, and now you stand at the top of the mountain. On behalf of WWE and the 2K families, we all thank you so very much for playing. And on behalf of every fan of this beautiful performance art known as professional wrestling, we thank you, the Anawai, Fatu, and Maivia clans, for decades of entertainment and generations of pure brilliance, for creating greatness with your hard work and sharing it with all of us so freely. Before we go, we do have one last surprise for you at home. Now that you've showcased your skills and earned a spot as an honorary Oos, it's time for you to choose who rules your WWE universe as the Tribal Chief. Is Roman Reigns still your Tribal Chief, or have you thrown in with the attempted coup by Solo Sikoa? Do you want to see Tamina finally rule over everyone, or is it TK all day, every day, don't you say? Regardless of who you choose, you've earned the right to acknowledge your tribal chief.
superstars will start in the ring. When one superstar is eliminated, a new superstar enters. Eliminations can occur by pinfall, submission, disqualification, or countouts. The match will be won if the first entrant eliminates all other entrants in the match.
The Bloodline Gauntlet match begins here, gentlemen, with our first entrant.
A superstar with a daunting challenge ahead. Grinding your way through the Bloodline, one of the biggest dynasties in history? Is it even possible? Wow. How's this for an opening opponent in a gauntlet match?
Makes you want to throw in the towel before the bell even rings.
History being made right here. The most prestigious family in the history of our business is at war with one of their own members, and tonight will be a battle to set order to the entire bloodline.
An uphill battle is what it will be. You have the toughest...
And he goes for the pin! Only a one count before the kick out.
He's not even close to being done yet. What a headbutt.
Vicious.
And we know the lineup we are seeing tonight is exceptionally talented. Each one is capable of taking anybody to their breaking point.
Yeah, but I think our prime challenger has a chip on their shoulder. As dangerous as this lineup looks, I do believe the most dangerous individual is the one who's taken them all on.
Sent to the corner.
Wicked clothesline. Wwe 2 cuts him off.
Nothing fancy here, just raw power.
The amount of force behind that is enough to knock a normal person out.
Sidewalk slam! Almost drove him through the ring.
And we know from the middle rope. What a splash. He may have just slowed Jacob down a bit there.
Ooh, what a nasty kick. Kick to the cranium of their opponent.
But I guarantee they're going to take great umbrage with that offense.
Oh, look at the knee strikes.
Just unloading knees to the body.
Nothing was being held back with each of those strikes. Dropping the elbow.
Set up in the corner of the ring.
Down on the windpipe. A gauntlet match is such a fitting stipulation for tonight, Corey. It's almost a tribal trial by fire of some sort.
It absolutely is, Michael. You don't get put into this match with any expectations of coming out the victor. The family has decided these rules because only those that can overcome such odds can be strong enough to lead the bloodline.
Roman being the aggressor.
And bit by bit, Reigns chipping away at the competition.
Right across the throat.
Haymaker after haymaker. Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe. Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them fist after fist. Neither one relenting here. Every attack is later. Oh,
Jeez, looking absolutely rocked.
Sidewalk slam. An overbearing assault on Jacob now.
Jacob's being cut off at every pass.
Get a stop to the gut, too. Right about now, Roman Reigns demands acknowledgement.
Superman punch for cover. Is it enough?
No, stops the count at 2. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. No one can.
Forearm gonna cut off the ring. It's just a matter of time now. The guillotine is looking
Fast attack.
It's all over for Jacob Fatu. No match for the gauntlet.
But you look at our entry pool and it starts to sink in just how much action is left to go. And it looks like The Rock is coming out next to try and run the gauntlet.
Uh-oh.
Pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time. And let's not lose the reason for this match, the right, no, the honor to have sole possession of the seat that stands at the head of the table.
Well, if you can survive tonight, you will be at the top of the mountain, casting an enormous shadow over every possible challenge.
I'm already intimidated. Thinking about that we will fall out adorned around this superstar's shoulders.
It's just insulting. And as cruel as this match might seem,
And that takes so much skill to land with such accuracy.
but it takes a whole lot of luck, too.
Textbook jumping clothesline. Oof.
No coming back from Reigns after that.
What in the world? What? Guys, I really thought The Rock was about to be beat.
Reigns now realizing that he's facing an even tougher level of opponent than usual tonight. What a shoulder block.
Sidewalk slam.
Almost drove. He may get the 3 count right here.
I think so.
Got it. No, just a 2.
That is just pure instinct at this point.
Will it be?
I think so.
It only gets a 1 count.
These 1 counts are going to get harder and harder to kick out of.
Vicious right forearm. And Rock gets reversed. Oh, jeez.
Roman ready to give The Rock his walking papers. The head of the table cinches it in. The guillotine cinched in. This one could be over. Got this one locked in extra tight. This might be it.
We're either going to hear a tap or a snap real soon. He is desperately trying to maneuver out of this and successfully does.
Tagged with a punch. A clinic of counters being put on by these competitors.
Sent right into the corner. Clothesline in the corner. Discouraging situation for the People's Champion.
Reigns is picking up steam.
Ooh, he bends that off.
Rock looking far from great right now. Big opportunity to beat.
Forearm gonna cut off the win. Oh, guillotine choke. He's forced to tap out.
match.
Around and around we go. I got lost in the entry pool, but believe me, this thing's far from over.
And now we've got Tama Tonga stepping up in this gauntlet match.
Textbook jumping clothesline. Reigns just imposing his will right now.
Tama Tonga's got to find a way to defend himself.
Look at this raw power.
That is the kind of move that leaves our jaws on the floor. Unbelievable.
Sharp knee. Suplex.
Making it look easy.
Tama Tonga seems unable to turn the momentum here.
Reigns is making an opportunity for himself.
Poking in on the arm. Hey, don't go over here.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that'll stop him. Oh, boy. Back in the ring. I thought the count was going to end this one. Both athletes showing incredible reflexes here.
Pull back in. Belly suplex.
I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that.
The cover. Fending off a 2 count there.
An emphatic kick out, and there's still a lot of game left here.
From the middle rope. His body has to be wrapped in pain. Looking right to the face creates the separation.
A string of counters.
Knee right to the midsection. Setting them up for the Falcon Arrow.
To the gut.
Boom! DDT. Shoulder block.
Fell like a boulder out of the sky and absolutely flattened the target.
I can't see this fight going much deeper.
And in these situations, it's hard to not get desperate, to start going for Hail Mary plays.
What a kick.
Punch right in the head. Shoved into the ropes and attacking the lower back.
To the lower back.
Roman cannot be stopped here.
This is a more daunting task than Tama Tonga bargained for. Momentarily stop the damage, but will he also gain command of this match? Oh, the knee directly into the face.
Uh-oh, square in the sights of Reigns.
Roman Reigns so dominant. Now the guillotine choke and taking out so many superstars. All the leverage and pressure staying on the neck.
The pain's too great. That's it.
World elimination. Tama Tonga is out of here.
Here we go. This is how you do a gauntlet match. One down, more to go. And now it's Wwe entering the gauntlet.
this challenge can be conquered.
And think about the bragging rights. If you run through the gauntlet of one of the most prestigious families in all of wrestling, you will automatically be considered the toughest. The head of the table cinches it in,
Putting his opponent to sleep with the guillotine. Pain just painted all across his face right now.
Struggling to fight out. Can he survive?
The guillotine locked in. This is all.
That was an incredible counter.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
And Peter Maivia is certainly being tested now.
Oh, that might have just broken something.
Maivia isn't being given a chance to breathe.
Overwhelming attacks for Roman now.
From the middle rope. We have a pin. Shoulders are down. A defiant kick out after one.
Still going to take a massive effort to keep him down.
averting danger with an elbow to the stomach.
Puts him into the corner.
All these counters, it's like they're in each other's minds.
Oh, jeez. Nasty kick to the face. Roman's on a roll here.
Maivia's on the wrong side of most of these exchanges.
Does he get him here? Kicks out.
How in the world did he kick out? Ooh, clothesline delivered. Knee. Lights out. Maivia being stopped. This is not where you want to be. Freeze with the guillotine. And this is going to cost.
That's it. The submission was just too much to handle. Peter Maivia has been defeated. Eliminated from this gauntlet match.
A long road ahead with 5 more entries still to go. Here's Yokozuna, ready to shake things up in this gauntlet.
Yokozuna getting work done right now.
Roman seems tapped into his endless reserve of strength.
Not a good spot to be in. And there is no return to that than just a cheap shot.
Using the elbow to escape the attack.
What a lariat. Things have gotten much worse for Roman Reigns. He could be out of this match.
Yeah, he's on his back foot now. I don't see things turning around in his favor.
Being placed in the corner here. With the cover. He's going for it. 1 count and he gets his shoulder up.
Not even a 2 count for him. Roman had that scouted.
Oh, quick way to respond with a reversal.
impressive display leaves Yokozuna reeling.
Roman just solidifying his position at the top with that kind of offense.
Could be the end for Yokozuna.
And going for the pin. Oh, he kicked out.
A behemoth like Yokozuna kicking out of that? That doesn't make you wonder what it'll take to keep
From the middle rope.
Oh, splash! Takes another trip to the skies, and it pays off once again.
Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
Oh, man, he grabbed the kendo stick. Everyone needs to watch out now.
And now Yokozuna is getting beaten down.
Reigns is making an opportunity for himself.
Running knee. Into the cover. Still only got one.
Wow.
He's going for the pin. This could be it. The count was stopped before it started.
How does anyone have this much in them at this point?
German suplex.
Textbook jumping clothesline.
And Yokozuna taking out more damage as this match continues.
He's looking to finally put Yokozuna away. Gonna cut off the ring, putting his opponent to sleep with the guillotine.
Couldn't fight the pain any longer. Has to tap.
And that's the end of this gauntlet for Yokozuna.
Plenty of gauntlet match left to fight with 4 more on the way.
This gauntlet just got more interesting with the arrival of Jamal.
Dominating shoulder tackle. Oh. Vicious, just disrespectful. But this could also light a fire under you, make you fight even harder. Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
So effective.
Kick to the gut.
DDT. Reigns is wasting no motion.
Jamal is being worked on heavily. Jamal starting to get the crowd involved.
Watch out. What a clothesline.
Lands a knee.
These attacks are starting to impact him.
Yeah, Reigns came looking to prove his dominance, and he's doing just that right now.
From the middle rope.
Oh, splash. Completely steamrolled.
And he goes for the pin. And he breaks the count quickly.
He is certainly sending a message, getting his shoulder up before 2.
Smash after the stops. Jamal is getting picked apart right now.
Overwhelming attacks from Roman now.
Has to find a way out of this.
Textbook scoop slam.
No, please, don't come over here.
Why, Saxton? We got the best seats in the house.
Rather than announce desk.
I don't know what's coming next, but it's not good.
Just breaking down the opponent.
Vice-like grip on the trapezius muscle. This is terribly painful.
Reigns plans in motion.
Take on. We can see a count out here. I can't believe what we just saw.
I can't believe that didn't miss. Roman has taken a moment to soak it all in.
All focus bent on putting an end to Jamal here. The head of the table cinches it in. Guillotine applied.
Attacking the most vulnerable part of the body.
So much.
And there you have it. It's all over. And so Jamal is through in this gauntlet match.
Yeah, but we still have 3 more entrants in the wings.
Oh, this gauntlet just got more interesting with Solo Sikoa entering the match.
At this point in the gauntlet, are you gentlemen stunned by how long this combatant has been able to survive?
Look, you should never underestimate the fire of a Samoan. In any other circumstance, I wouldn't be surprised. But if you look at the caliber of relatives already eliminated, you can't help but be impressed.
An unusual moment for the solid Solo Sikoa. He must be pumped.
Ripped in the hard way.
Just a perfect mix of pure power and bad intentions.
Look out! Delivers the elbow.
This might be the end here.
Stops the ref count before 2.
Not getting a 2 count at this point has to be frustrating.
Turns that in his favor.
All eyes focused on this absolute roar. It doesn't get more masterful than this.
Punch! And into the turnbuckle he goes.
Clothesline in the corner.
Oh, that was just malicious.
Kicks to the cranium of their opponent. Well, I don't think there was anything necessary about that. Forcefully delivered.
And Sikoa's bad mood could only turn worse after that.
Reigns making sure he acknowledges him after
From the middle rope.
Oh, a splash! Someone get the spatula. We have a human being to scrape up. Oh!
Momentum is pivoted towards Roman.
Solo's perseverance being tested.
Dropping the elbow. The cover, shoulders down. He forces a break before the count of 2.
He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet.
Shoulder tackle.
Absolutely squashed their opponent there.
It looks like he's stalking his prey. Only one thing in mind.
Guillotine choke.
The enforcer of the bloodline. Seconds away from submitting. Can Solo escape?
I cannot believe this is about...
We have a tap out.
It's all over for Solo Sikoa. No match for the gauntlet.
And after this, 2 more entrants to go. And now it's Umaga entering the gauntlet. Textbook jumping clothesline. Oof.
As we get deeper into this war for the head of the table, the WWE Universe has gained hope.
They're starting to believe a miracle is possible tonight.
The energy in the arena has shifted. Members of the Bloodline may have expected things to be over by now, but somehow one of their own has proven to be defiant in the face of all challengers.
The ring leads with the guillotine.
And Ryan in pain, trying to find an escape.
I think his hopes of that are running out quick. He is desperately trying to maneuver out of this and successfully does.
Reverses it into a takedown.
Now propped up in the corner. I don't know if Umaga can withstand much more of this.
Reigns is picking up steam.
From the middle rope. Oh, a splash.
Kick to the cranium of their opponent.
He's finding himself in some territory he does not want to be in.
All focus on putting an end to Umaga here.
Roman Reigns so dominant.
It's just a matter of time now. Gotta find a way out of the guillotine. They're not gonna last long while the bridge is out.
Incredible.
No signs of either combatant backing down. Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two. Umaga can clinch this one here. Kicking out in time.
I didn't think we'd see a kick out there.
Saw what was coming and got out of dodge.
Falcon arrow. Sent crashing into our desk.
Hey, we might want to think about moving out of here. We might want to get mobile, boys.
Let's hope the visit to our desk is only temporary.
Chop block without warning. Flying.
What? The airtime, the fearlessness. What a ridiculous maneuver to the outside. Has to mind the referee here. Has to avoid the count out.
And he is directed into the corner. Clothesline in the corner. Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows. And a stop to the gut.
Trying to get up. He has no clue what's in store for him here.
Forearm gonna come off the ring. Now the guillotine choke is taking up so many superstars.
He has nowhere to go. Tap. He taps.
Umaga coming up short in this gauntlet match. He's eliminated.
Only two competitors left now in this gauntlet. Who's going to get the glory?
Now this is interesting. Jimmy Uso is next in the gauntlet. And he's only got one thing on his mind right about now. It's just a matter of time now. The guillotine is locked in tight.
Expertly executed hold right on the neck.
This is devastating. You have to be feeling this in every nerve. He is desperately trying to maneuver out of this and successfully does. The WWE Universe showing the love for these superstars who have given them so much tonight.
One final adversary stands in away. The road has been tumultuous, but the finish line is in sight.
Finish the job on your forward brethren, and there will be no question.
And does Jimmy have enough time to recover?
What a decisive victory for Roman Reigns. Just incredible.